All right. Good Saturday afternoon right now.
Saturday afternoon.
It's been a busy week.
Yeah, it's a fall Saturday. The trees behind us, the leaves are decaying.
Things are changing. Things are dying. It's winter time. Things are dying. But it's very warm today. We're both caffeinated. That's the way to start. So, Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. Did you tune in?
No.
I watched it.
I'm not going to give my money to him.
I was laying down at like 10. I was about to fall asleep, then I was like, isn't that tonight? And so I turned it on, and it was the build-up to the fight. And then they come out, and it's like Jake Paul looks like Hulk Hogan. He's like wearing like...
Yeah.
That's his thing. Anthony Joshua's huge, dude. Like, he's a heavyweight boxer.
Yeah.
And he's built like a Greek god. And Jake Paul's out there, and first of all, it's just like, all right, is he going to knock him out in the first round?
Who?
Anthony Joshua, yeah.
So who was the favorite?
Anthony Joshua.
By like a lot?
Yeah, because I went on Prize Picks, and I think Anthony Joshua's, you could get 1.06 times, and Jake Paul was 6.66. And I saw that, and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, you can't bet on that.
And so he ends up knocking him out in the 6th round.
Jake Paul gets knocked out?
Yeah. But
people don't like him.
No, they don't. Everyone there, even the commentators, are like, this is the match, or Jake Paul needs to get knocked out. So
he's chewing on a flour container. Jack is gonna reprimand her off camera.
Anyways, you better behave over there. Hey, sit. Sit.
She's not obeying.
She doesn't obey me. Gonna have to get the shot caller out.
So, yeah, I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I haven't followed. I'm not a boxing guy, honestly. I mean, you're obviously a lot more of an MMA fan than I am.
Yeah, I don't like boxing. Did you watch?
It's kind of boring.
Canelo and Terrence Crawford?
No.
That was a legit match.
I think the last boxing match I ever watched was Conor McGregor versus Floyd.
That was the best one, probably.
And that was probably, we were in college.
Yeah.
So that was maybe 2018, 2019, somewhere in there.
It's been almost 8 years or something.
Yeah, and then the one prior to that was, what was that? The other big boxer's name? Pikachu?
Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd.
Yeah.
And it's just...
It's
kind of boring.
Hit him already.
Yeah, it's just a little boring. And I'm glad the UFC and MMA is so big because it is a great counter to the boxing sport. Because I do understand boxing is, they kind of claim it as the more technical sport, the more timely sport. But you could certainly argue that UFC and MMA are just as technical because now you got to worry about the ground game.
Exactly. Boxing is one aspect of mixed martial arts. Mm-hmm. And for someone who's not educated in boxing, watching a match where Canelo and Terrence Crawford, it's like they're just like avoiding each other, and like the defense, like it's kind of hard to understand.
Yeah.
But to boxing fanatics, that was like a legendary fight. And it's just like,
dude,
so
they
hugged.
They were hugging the entire match.
I watched it with all of the people I'd normally watch UFC with, and everyone's like, this sucks. This is so boring. No one's getting KO'd.
Yeah.
It's just... And it's even worse for you than MMA.
Yeah, because you're just getting bonked in the head for...
Yeah.
It's 12 rounds?
Yeah, and so...
Or 15. Is it 15? 12 or 15?
12, I think, but the fight that they did last night was 8.
Oh, okay.
Or Friday night. And, honestly, I was kind of impressed by Jake Paul a little bit because he was able to avoid that till the 6th round. And he even hit Joshua. Like, he hit him hard one time.
Yeah.
an overhand right. Just
he's not a bum, No,
no, I mean,
he's a
been
reputable
training.
fighter. But is he without his name, he probably wouldn't be anyone.
And he won last night. Like not he didn't win the match, but he won in general. Like people think like, oh wow, he lasted 6 rounds against the Olympic boxer.
Yeah. And he got the limelight, he competed, and I think boxing is like a marathon, and UFC is a little bit more of like a 40-yard dash.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's a lot more exciting. It's a little bit shorter.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But then there's even, 2 months ago we watched a UFC fight card, and it was a snooze fest.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's certainly possible to get those types of matches that are like,
you didn't even see the worst one. Me and Austin watched it. It was Hamzat Chimaev and Dricus du Plessis, the big
is he the
South African guy?
Yeah.
The whole fight was that.
Really? Just like hugging and laying down on each other?
Yeah, and really no strikes. And it was the main event. And then the next fight card, similar thing happened. And it's a big deal, I think, in the UFC because it's an entertainment business.
Yeah. Yeah, Dana's probably behind closed doors.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably like, what the fuck, dude?
And I was watching yesterday the build-up to Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington 1. Do you remember those guys?
I remember Covington. I can kind of picture Usman's face.
Usman, he was a really good welterweight champion in the division. He broke Colby Covington's jaw. I mean, he was a beast, but their rivalry was so good. And they talk shit, and like Colby Covington's this like crazy "Make America Great Again" character.
Yeah.
And he just says outlandish stuff, but he's actually a good fighter. And so he brought the best out of Kamaru.
Yeah.
And they're both wrestlers. In the post-fight press conference, Dana was just like, "Can you believe that? There were 0 takedown attempts in this fight. They just slug it out." And he was like grinning because it's like, this is what people want.
You gotta have more of a storyline. I think the build-up,
And there were 2 Americans that were
Usman's
talking
American?
shit. Oh, he was born in Nigeria, but I think
he's like
grew
based
up
out
here.
of trains out of here or whatever.
And he could speak English. He could talk shit.
Yeah.
Colby Covington the same way.
I think that also plays a role into the build-up to fights, because I think with some of these guys now, a lot of them are from Siberia and from Russia and from Kazakhstan, and it's like the struggle to speak English. Obviously, UFC is a worldwide sport, but we're doing this shit in America.
Exactly.
And so it's hard to. I think it's hard to market that, and I think that goes across all different sports. Baseball, for example, Shohei Ohtani doesn't speak English. And he's the biggest player in the game, and he doesn't speak English.
Yeah, it's almost like can't really do anything about it, and it does make it a little bit, yeah, it's harder to market that person when, it's like they're struggling. They got a translator. They can't really give you the soundbite that you want. Play on the ESPN commercials.
Yeah.
And it's tricky. But going back to the boxing match, in the back of my mind, like, I feel like there's something fishy going on with the Jake Paul boxing events. I just, I give him credit for what he's done, his ability to box and train, dedicate his life towards it. But, like, there's something weird about it.
Like, you think
I think there's some sort of, like, agreement. It just seems difficult to believe that Anthony Joshua, Olympic boxer, isn't able to close the distance and just light him up. Because it's like we're watching it, and he's like, Jake Paul's bouncing around, like, trying to get around him and everything because he doesn't want to get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Picking his shots here and there, but it's like Anthony Joshua, dude, like, it's
kind of embarrassing. That's kind of the whole point.
What do you mean?
Like, it's kind of playing a chess match. It's not...
Yeah.
You're not looking to knock the guy out in the first round. It's kind of like, I'm just looking to win the match and accumulate some points, figure out how this guy's fighting, where do I feel like I can attack, and then strike.
Yeah.
But maybe, like I said, I really don't give a shit about boxing. I know that may hurt some people's feelings. Like, if there was a big boxing match on, I'd probably rather watch TLC.
Yeah.
It's just, I'll go on a walk. But some people could probably argue the same thing about baseball or golf.
It's not your cup of tea.
Yeah, and that's all right.
That's fine.
But I think you're right. Like, and I think that was some of the criticism of Jake Paul, maybe when he first got started, was like, this guy is probably the richest of the current boxers. Is he making some side agreement with these people to, hey, take the fall and, we're going to sell this big pay-per-view and I'm going to win. And, here's $30 million if you, let me win. Kind of the same shit with
it's kind of crazy
when he fought Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
It's like in some part of my mind, I was like, well, Mike Tyson, he's Iron Mike. He's going to knock him out. And then he's 60 years old. And it's just like everyone bets on it and everyone – it's like there's no doubt that he's getting a cut of that share.
Mike?
Both of them.
Yeah. And that one specifically, it seemed like Jake Paul could have finished.
Didn't they do that on Netflix?
Yeah, it was on Netflix, yeah.
I think the stream sucked. They did that right down the road.
That one was bad.
AT&T.
This one I watched was good. There's no issues. It was a sold-out arena.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think Jake Paul could have knocked Mike Tyson out if he wanted to.
Do you think any boxers could beat any MMA fighters?
I don't know the game like that.
But, like, who was that big? It was
Terrence Crawford.
Versus
Canelo?
No, I'm thinking maybe someone else.
Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, versus
Tyson Fury.
Yeah. Okay, so you take him, take Tyson Fury versus God, what was that big
Derek Lewis?
Derek Lewis.
He's fighting soon.
Like I feel like Derek Lewis
KO.
pummels him.
Derek Lewis isn't really a wrestler, from what I understand.
But in a striking match, you take those gloves off and you give him UFC gloves.
Tyson Fury might KO him.
Yeah,
first.
I would like to see that though.
Yeah, I feel like that would be, but it's almost like you never see that happen. It's always MMA goes to boxing.
Well, because I think boxers know that they're going to get fucking shelled.
Yeah,
they don't take knees, they don't take elbows, they don't get thrown to the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Like
an arm barred.
Yeah.
Which is why I do respect Conor's decision to go. Like, he lost the fight, and it's hard to kind of remember how it went, but
Floyd.
Yeah, he fought the best boxer of all time.
Yeah,
arguably.
He did pretty good. He didn't do bad.
I think it went to
competitive.
Like 8 rounds, maybe 8 or 9 rounds.
I think he won maybe like a couple rounds, but yeah, I think Ilia Topuria could go box.
Yeah, well, he backed out of his fight, right?
Yeah, he stepped away because of legal issues with his family, and there's allegations
of like domestic abuse or something.
There's crazy because
add it to the list.
He went on the Nelk Boys.
Yeah.
They hung out with Ilya, and Ilya said something like, they asked her about his wife, and he's like, yeah, she's beautiful. I found her here in Miami. And they're like, you found her in Miami? What? She's like, they said something, and he like low-key got pissed.
Like they kind of assumed she was maybe a prostitute or like a
just like
OnlyFans type.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're this rich guy, you're gonna go find this hot girl, and she's gonna become your wife.
Yeah. I don't know.
To each his own.
I feel bad for him. Like hopefully those things aren't true. I don't think they're true, just based on how he carries himself. He doesn't seem like the loose cannon type like McGregor.
Yeah.
Like he's super like calculated.
Yeah.
Disciplined and all that, but
you never know though.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, at the end of the day, combat sports. They say that like a lot more domestic violence happens with like first responders. Like police, firefighters.
Really?
Because I think it's just a stressful job.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of crazy.
Like army people.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe there's like classifications of what is considered like domestic abuse or violence. If it's emotional, if it's like the yelling versus the hitting. Because like PTSD is a bitch, and that can. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, if you're not dealing with something that you got going on and you can't really explain it, and then you take it out on your partner or whatever. Yeah, that's not good.
I wanted to ask you if you had listened to any of the Candace stuff after she met with Erica Kirk.
No, I haven't.
Because I haven't either.
No, I haven't. I kind of took a step back from Candace. Not that I don't agree with her.
We can go back to the podcast record, but a few months ago, she was your lifeline.
She's my celebrity crush. I still think she's right with all this stuff, and I think that she's doing the right thing investigating, because it's so shady what had happened. And yeah, but she met with Erica Kirk.
Yeah, I guess they had a long conversation. I haven't looked into it. I saw it on the news, or on, I think I was watching PBD and they were talking about it. Because I've really been out of the news cycle, I feel like, the last month. And at the gym, they've got all these TVs set up, and, some are on CNN, some are on Fox, some are on local news. And, I didn't even know about there's been some shootings, mass shootings.
Oh, yeah.
There was one in Australia, and then there was one at Brown University. And then, have you heard about that one at Brown University?
I heard about the one on the beach.
So I think that was the Australian one.
Yeah.
And so there was a shooting at Brown University, which I believe is in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And he shot up this engineering classroom. People are studying for finals. He killed 2 people, I think injured 11.
What?
They can't find him. So he travels up to MIT and kills a nuclear physicist professor. And then the cops chase him, and he offs himself. And it's just and the guy was studying to get his PhD in nuclear engineering or chemical engineering or something along those lines. And it's just what the fuck?
Is it like a MK Ultra?
I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Some people just lose their shit.
Yeah. But it's kind of nice. I mean, it's kind of a gloomy thing to talk about, but it was nice being out of the cycle, just because there's a lot of bullshit.
Same, yeah. I haven't been in the news cycle lately, but to Candace, I just hope she's doing it for the right reasons, what she's doing, and she's not doing it for bad reasons. I don't know. Sometimes you can't tell. You can only just trust how you feel about someone and trust.
Well, she's definitely, it's clicks.
You think she just wants money and clicks?
Well, I mean, she gets paid off of her Spotify and her views and her likes and her social media. So if she can keep herself relevant in the cycle and talk to Erica Kirk and TPUSA and talk about Bridget Macron and France and all these different things, she's obviously making money off of it. Now her intentions could be pure, but certainly can't argue that she's not making money.
That's the thing. With Big Pharma too, it's their job is to create drugs to help people, allegedly, but they make money off it. So it's there's a weird incentive to continue to make more money and not necessarily get people better.
Yeah.
Where maybe it could be the same thing. She just wants to continue to have this storyline continue.
Yeah.
Into whatever. Maybe she doesn't even care what the truth is.
So listen to this. So I met with my my tax expert the other day, and I knew her from the gym, but we somehow got into medical conversation, and she was telling me about her cancer diagnosis that she had when maybe 10 or 15 years ago. She got diagnosed with cancer, and she's gone through it twice. And so the first time she went through chemo, radiation, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Really kind of shut her body down. Cancer comes back a few years later, and she decides to opt for more of a holistic alternative option.
Wow.
And so she found this doctor based out of Idaho, this self-healing, holistic, alternative, functional medicine doctor.
Okay.
And she calls his office. Months of a wait list, months. And she's sick. Her body's kind of shutting down. And so she calls again, and they tell her, hey, there was just a cancellation for tomorrow. If you can make it up here tomorrow. And she's here in Texas. And so she's like, I can do it. Wow. So she drives up to Idaho, meets with this guy, And he's just like super nonchalant about her diagnosis and,
what type of cancer?
I think it was thyroid.
Okay.
Thyroid, and she had like an infection on her kidney. And so this is the way that he heals her. And so she lays down on this table, and this is like foo-foo stuff. She lays down on this table, and she's telling me this, and she's like, yeah, he just kind of waves his hands. She's just laying on this table, and he just kind of moves his hands like across her body with this like charm metal or something. And like he would get to like certain parts of her body, and like the metal thing would move, and like he's like, oh yeah, like you have an infection in your kidney, that's okay, we can solve that, you're going to get on these types of vitamins and protocol. And so because the protocol was a little bit more intensive, she needed to be up there about 3 times a week. So while she's up there, she go ahead and gets a property to live up there, and she moves her entire family to Idaho to be close to this doctor.
Wow.
Within 2 months, gets another scan, cancer's completely gone.
What?
Yeah. And so she went back to her doctor. She does like an annual visit or biannual visit. She went back to her pharma doctor.
Yeah.
And this guy's like shaming her for what she did and saying all these things about like, that's not going to heal you. We need to get you on medicine. And she, in summary, just kind of the way that we feel about not trusting, people that just don't seem to have the best interest for you.
Yeah. It's another example.
But she wasn't like a, take the vitamins person, do this, go get sunlight. And she meets this guy, and he's just waving his hands on her, and he knows exactly what's going on underneath the body before he even looks at any type of scan.
She told him that?
Yeah.
Well, no, she told the doctor, like, I have a kidney infection. And so he's like...
It was after.
I noticed.
So she had already
really?
gotten her blood work done and her paperwork done for the kidney infection, because it was adrenals are like your kidneys, and so her adrenal was like really, really poor. And so she goes and gets this guy to wave her hands, and he's like, yeah, you have a kidney infection, we need to get blood work done. She's like, I already got it. And so, yeah, how crazy is that?
It's unbelievable. I mean, like, that is like a big thing. Like, if you do end up with cancer, like, are you gonna... She did both pass. So how many months has it been since she got that cleared up?
She's healed. And it's been, I think, like 8 years. Yeah.
So does
she's
she
healthy.
Continue to do... Does she change her lifestyle too? Or?
Yeah, I mean, she's really healthy. She stays away from the toxins, and she doesn't take any medicine. She doesn't have any insurance. That's kind of how it got brought up, was we were talking about medical insurance and whether or not it's something that you feel like you should have.
Yeah.
And she was of the mindset of, don't get insurance, take the money that you would spend on those things, reinvest it. And so that way, if something does happen, you do have money saved up to apply to any type of fees or bills that you got to pay. But like medical insurance is, it feels like a scam most of the time.
If you break your leg or get in a car wreck.
Yeah, but you're still paying.
The insurance will pay for a lot of it.
Yeah, but not all of it.
So you're going to have to come out of pocket for everything. Dude, there's a reason why there's medical insurance.
No, dude, I disagree.
Listeners, y'all better comment and say he's crazy.
I don't think you need medical insurance.
So if tomorrow you get in an 18-wheeler wreck and you break both your legs.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean...
So you're going to...
There are people, and you can read these stories of people who have insurance, who are dealing with problems and injuries and sickness. They call their insurance company, and they're paying a shit ton of money. And they're like, well, I already pay you $1,000 a month, so why am I having to go out of pocket another $15,000? And then there are people who don't have insurance who are getting a better deal than the ones who do.
That's mind-blowing.
But it kind of feeds...
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It also kind of feeds into like the illegal immigration stuff, and people who don't have insurance are getting, benefits out of it. And so there may be some opportunities where people who are uninsured are getting a little bit of a better deal than the people who are paying it out every month. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't just blindly be like, well, I got to pay my $280 monthly premium to, United Healthcare.
Sure.
And then you're a healthy person and you never get sick or you never get injured. Like, obviously, sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to Just don't be prepared for that. But
I feel really lucky. I have health insurance through my job. And, I mean, I think I went to the hospital last year, and I got a bunch of stuff done. And I had to pay a little bit of money. But thing is, it's so weird because you can, like, negotiate with them.
Exactly.
And so there's no, like, set price for a CT scan. It's like, all right, here's your bill. It's like, oh, that was $5,000? No one told me. But it's like you're not thinking about prices when you just want to get better.
Yeah.
And they hand you a bill, and it's like $15,000, and you're like,
I can't afford this. And then the other thing, like, how much it costs to give birth, dude. Like $30,000. That's crazy.
For real?
Yes.
$30,000 to give birth.
You got to stay in the hospital. They got all these things and machines and hooked up to you and drugs and shots that you got to take. And then you're going home with your baby and they're like, oh, wait, hold on. Here's your bill. $34,000.
Drop that in the trash bin for me.
Yeah, I'd just be like, I'm not paying that.
I got a baby now.
Yeah. It's
Can't afford that.
Yeah, and I don't know what the repercussions are of, like, medical debt. If you can get that. I think sometimes you can probably get that. What do they call that?
Like it doesn't hit your credit
settled.
score?
Yes, some type of settlement.
Yeah. That's crazy. You have a baby and it's $30,000. But, yeah, they just throw out this number, 30, like a new car.
Yeah. Like, how did you get that?
A house payment.
And some people say, like, whenever you do have these things, you need to get, like, an itemized bill and then, like, make sure you
check
challenge
everything.
what you actually never received and negotiate
or, like,
the
they
things.
charge you $100 for, like, the gloves they used or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, we had to use a special needle for your flu shot. It's going to run you about $400.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
It's really weird.
I'm really hesitant, and it's different as a single person with no dependents. We'll put it that way. Like, you got a family, dude, your insurance premium is easily north of $1,000.
Jeez.
Monthly. And so you got 2 kids and you're paying,
You need to figure out, like, okay, so paying $12,000 a year. What happens when a kid gets sick?
Okay.
Like, what's the situation? I take them in and the insurance covers that, right?
Most of the time, yeah. You'll pay, like, your copay or your deductible depending on where you're at for the year. And that's why a lot of people towards the end of the year, because they've already reached their insurance deductible, will then go get a bunch of their visits done. Like, when I got sick, this was maybe 2 years ago, and I still had to fucking pay. We had already reached our insurance deductible. My shoulders were bothering me, so I go get MRIs done. I was out $1,100 just for the MRI. Like 8 minutes
The insurance
each
doesn't
shoulder.
pay for.
No, because it's considered like a specialty type thing. You can't even get fucking blood work done. And so that's where it's like the things that people really need aren't covered by insurance.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
it's
it
just
does
bullshit.
seem a little.
I'll get off my rant.
No, it does seem a little scammy. I got to do more research on it because I don't know enough to even say anything about it, really.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I watched the beginning of One Battle After Another.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
people are saying it's a movie of the year.
I mean, it's straight up.
First, kind of evil.
Yeah, that's what I turned it off after 20 minutes.
What?
It's like, what am I watching? It's like a freaking Leo and that one chick are like revolutionaries, and it's at a border camp.
Tiana Taylor, which is
so.
Amon Shumpert's wife.
She's bad.
Well, she's his ex-wife. They got divorced.
Even better. No, I'm just kidding. No, but it's weird. Like she shows up and they break into the freaking. First of all, they meet up on the highway. She's like scoping out like all the illegal immigrants that are like in this camp or whatever, and then they meet up on the highway. And Leo pulls up and he's like got a bag and he's like out of breath, and they're like making the plan. They're like, all right, we're gonna show them. This is war. We start this now. And then they're like, it's nighttime, and then they sneak in, and the Border Patrol guy's just like sitting right here, and they run up on him with guns, and then they get him to unlock the door, and they wake up all like the military guys in there. They're like, get up, up, and they put him in like a room, and then she goes up into Sergeant Lockjaw's office.
Is that Sean Penn?
Yeah, and he's asleep, and he's being all like sexual to her, and she's like, get up, and he was like about to get up, and she's like, no, I mean get up.
Get his dick up?
And he has a straight up boner.
What?
And he's like, all right, on your knees, tie your hands up. So he's walking out the thing like, yeah, and it was just, and then Leo, like they got all the guys tied up, and they put everyone on an 18-wheeler to get him out, and Leo's just screaming like, "Revolution, viva la revolution!" And I was just like, dude, this is too much for me.
Really?
Yeah,
You just weren't feeling it?
No, I didn't want to watch it after that. Just seemed like, and then they were like licking each other's face in the cab on the way back. They're like, I didn't know you like black girls. He's like, I love black girls. I'm like, this is a fucking.
I did not think that's how that movie was going to be.
Yeah, maybe I should have.
What was it on?
It's on Amazon
For
Prime.
free, or do you have to rent it?
No, it's for free.
Shit, I may have to watch it. What scene are they licking?
Watch that 10 minutes. 10-minute mark.
I watched a really good movie. I finished it earlier this week. It's the last one of the, like that Knives Out kind of trilogy. This one was called Wake Up Dead Man. Dude, I love these style of movies. Knives Out was great. And then I think the second one was Glass Onion, which wasn't really my favorite. I like the first one better. I don't really think I like the characters in the second one.
Is that like a whodunit type Clue movie?
Exactly.
Was the first one on a train?
I
remember one being on a train that I watched.
That may be Bullet Train.
No, I know that one is Brad Pitt. This one was like a whodidit on the train.
Shit, I don't know if it was on a train or not. It's been a while. Let me look that up.
That's the only one I've seen. I haven't seen the. No, this one was a while ago too, so it might have been.
No, the first one was a house. It was like this rich guy, rich dad, and he had all these like shitty kids who wanted his estate and wanted his trust. Ana de Armas is like his like medical kind of assistant person. The second one is at another house, like a vacation kind of property. Yeah, I don't know which one you're talking about on a train.
Craig?
Yeah. He's like the detective.
Man, I got to look this up because, I feel like that was... It was like, it had all the characters.
Benoit Blanc. He's the private detective.
Let me see him. Because, dude, I swear this movie happened. He was on a train.
No, you're tripping.
And
that's the poster for Knives Out.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
You don't recognize it?
No, I haven't seen Knives Out.
Well, the second one, the third one came out on Netflix like 2 weeks ago, and it's really good.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good. I don't want to spoil it because you should watch it. But it takes place in a church. Like the church is like the main setting, and Josh Brolin is the guy that like dies, and they're trying to investigate what happens.
I always like those types of movies, though.
Yeah,
they're fun. I'll watch it. What'd you watch it on?
It's on Netflix.
Okay, put that one in the queue.
And then I'm trying to think. Did I watch anything else?
Have you seen the Adam Sandler movie like that?
The one with Jennifer Aniston, murder mystery. Yeah. Terrible. Adam Sandler.
Dude.
Trash.
No way.
Can't do a serious role outside of Uncut Gems.
I didn't even like that one. Seeing him serious didn't really do it.
Well, I think that movie is almost meant to be kind of like, I don't want to say disturbing is the right word, but it's not like he's playing a good person. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
He's a gambler. He's he's cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
He's money hungry. He's in debt to these people who are looking for the diamonds.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Garnett.
I don't like those. I like him when he's funny and like goofy, like Happy Gilmore too.
No,
Like,
that movie
that might be
too.
movie of the year.
No. The movie was terrible.
Dude.
Also, the Mission Impossible Final Reckoning is on streaming. I don't know which app. You need to watch it.
Okay.
That's the best movie of the year.
Wow.
And then, did you see the trailer for Disclosure Day?
No.
It's a new Steven Spielberg, and it's going to be about the UAPs and aliens. Emily Blunt is like the main character.
Yeah.
And the trailer is pretty fascinating.
I'll watch the trailer. Did you see the documentary that came out?
Age of Disclosure?
Yeah.
No, I hadn't. I've heard some really good things, but I hadn't watched it yet.
Yeah, I heard it's really good. I personally I'm not going to believe any of that crap till I see it, to be honest. Like, you really think aliens are, I don't know. Like, if they are, like, I think that's what Elon said. If they are, they're really subtle.
Some people believe they're from the future. It's future us.
I mean,
they've evolved into what we would move into.
If they can come back in time, wouldn't they be able to, like, screw themselves up if they interfered? Isn't that how it works?
I hear what you're saying, but I think it's like the space-time realm that they know how to operate through, and that's why whenever people see these UAPs that can move at these speeds and go underwater and kind of disappear, they're operating in a world that we don't really have the knowledge or access to yet. And that's what's so interesting about this stuff, because it breaks what we believe to be like our law of physics and our law of nature, Yeah. I think that's why there's so much resistance to it, because we use the scientific method to explain things.
Mm.
And when we can't explain things, it's like, well, it's fake or it's not true.
Well, and then on the other side of that, you also have to understand, like, what's the motivation for someone to come out and, like, explain this?
Yeah.
Like, like, is it a psy-op to trick us in a certain way or get us to, believe that something big's about to happen, so we become afraid and then we agree to certain things? Or is it aliens because secretly it's our U.S. government military and we can't let our enemies know that that's us? We're going to say, oh, we can't explain this stuff. It's not ours.
Mm.
I don't know, but...
Or they claim it to be theirs to kind of win the global race to unlocking this type of technology, which is, I think... Did you watch the Age of Disclosure thing?
I watched one that came out earlier this year. It might have been that. I watched one of them, and it was all in, like, Congress.
Yeah, well, I think his name is Dave Farah, who did the documentary, David Farah, and so he went on Joe Rogan after it released.
Yeah.
And he talked about a lot of his conversations with, like, Marco Rubio, and Marco Rubio said that, like, it keeps him up at night, and he's worried about the lack of seriousness when it comes to solving these problems and asking the right questions, because he believes that if China or Russia gets access to this technology, then they pretty much, like, could potentially have global domination.
Yeah, that's a big deal, and I think he says that because, like, there's a whole issue with, like, there's been crafts and technology and biologics that have been captured that allegedly we have.
Yeah.
And that they've been given to certain military companies to back engineer them.
So you used an interesting word, given. A lot of people say, like, the crash sites.
Yeah.
A lot of other people believe that they're kind of donations.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're going to let this thing land here.
But regardless of whatever, if it's crash or a donation, that they chose, like, one company over the other to start working on it. Like, they didn't give them to every company. And so legally, like, there's, like, a court issue with that. Like, you'd be pissed if you were Raytheon and Lockheed was the only one that got it. Now they're their stock price is way higher than yours.
Yeah.
And
But that, yeah, I mean.
And so by admitting some of these things, I think it's like there's a lot of people that have lied to Congress.
Yeah,
over
100%.
and over again. So what are we going to do with those people? Lock them up?
For treason?
So maybe there's like, I think Joe Rogan talked about it. It's like, wipe the slate clean. Like if you lied, it's all right. Let's be transparent now. And these people would come out and explain things more if they knew they were pardoned for their lies.
So one of the phrases that the main character or primary character uses in that Disclosure Day trailer is like, you owe it to the 7 billion people that live on this planet. Like, this is their information. And I think that's kind of the truth of it. Like, it should not be gatekept by politicians and bureaucrats when this is this impacts all of us.
It's crazy because, I don't know, man. I just think, so what if there was a huge meteor asteroid that was about to impact Earth? Like they're like, all right, this one's the one that's going to take us out. Would you want to know with the government? Do you think they're obligated?
They are obligated to share that information.
I would not want to know.
But see, everyone, and they've made movies about this, from Greenland to Independence Day, a bunch of different movies where the government knows what's going to happen, but they leak information out to people that, they've been preparing these bunkers for. It's like, hey, we know that civilization as we know it's going to end, so you need to get to this bunker, and then we're going to release it to the public because it's going to be chaos.
Yeah. No, that does bring up a good point.
Because that's how that Greenland movie goes, and I think they actually are coming out with a second one where certain families are selected to go to this bunker. Like you have a seat in this bunker.
Elites.
Well, not even the elites necessarily. It almost seemed like a lottery. Now, certainly there are probably people that, like, okay, you're really smart in this realm. You're really smart in this realm. We need an expert from this field, to kind of restart civilization.
Or if you're really rich, it's like, all right.
Yeah, so.
Give me a seat.
But, he gets his notification. Starts off, he's in the store with his grocery store with his son. And they, know that there's going to be, a meteor shower coming. So people are kind of preparing to watch it. And he gets this notification on his phone, almost like one of those Amber Alerts.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have been selected, you and your family have been selected to go to Greenland.
Oh, that's
and
right.
He's like, he kind of thinks it's fake, and then he gets home, and they're doing a meteor watch party in their house, and his wife's there, and he's kind of he's a little bit more nervous than everyone else because everyone's kind of excited. Oh, we get to watch these things, and then they get another notification, and I think it finally comes over the TV, and it's like, you have been selected. And then all these meteors start crashing, and his friends and neighbors who aren't selected, take me with you.
Yeah.
And he's like, get the fuck out of the way. Like, they're trying to block his car or get into his car. And at that point, it's literally survival of the fittest. Which that would be if you had information like that, that's.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
You got the golden ticket. And everyone else will literally just perish.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's creepy.
Yeah, but to answer your question, I think overall, if there was information like that, where they knew something was coming, you have to share that to the public.
But they wouldn't. Because then the public there'd be craziness, stock market go crash, and it would rock the boat too much. So they'll never tell. I don't think they'll ever tell. Why would they disclose it? There's no.
But wouldn't it have to be somewhat of a collective global effort? Unless the United States was the only government to have the information and technology to determine this.
It would need to be a threat to the planet. And then it's all right, the world leaders are meeting. The summit, they're meeting, and it's about UAPs, and it's really serious. And then everyone comes out and discloses, all right, this is real. this is what we need to do. We need to work together. And it would be... Now, that's what they say is the biggest psy-op, is that there will be a fake alien invasion in order to globalize the country. But, I think people shouldn't hold their breath on disclosure. It seems like every couple months it's like a new thing and a new thing and a new thing, and it seems like it's just a kickball. And I'm really skeptical about it all too. Like, I don't really trust the government to begin with, and now that all of a sudden, like, it just seems weird. Like, honestly, like, it makes me think like shiny object here. Like, there's another UAP story, but like, what's literally going on? That's probably more important.
What do you think is more important?
Epstein files.
No one gives a shit anymore, dude.
Dude.
We're too past the point. You can't care about that for that long anymore.
It's the house of cards.
Yeah, like...
That's going to blow everything over.
People care about how much money they're making and the roads they drive on and the house they live in. I think at this point, I don't know, there's probably a poll out there of like how many people are still wanting justice on Epstein. And some people are like, I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, I get it. They've kind of realized that nothing's going to change.
Reiner, what do you think? What if dogs know?
What if dogs know who's on the Epstein list?
No, about the aliens.
Oh. What if dogs are aliens? They're pretty crazy.
But to kind of go back to the alien thing, I certainly believe it's real. Is he going to pee on that?
I thought so.
Because I think they're interested in the human race. And that's why some of these people who get abducted have their sperm taken out and their eggs taken out. That's true, bro.
What?
Yes, dude.
Someone gets abducted and they
get jerked off.
Oh my.
No, I'm just kidding.
They get their eggs taken?
Yes, dude.
Now, where are you finding this information?
Oh my God.
This is insane.
Google it.
Oh, Lord.
Abduction leads to eggs being taken.
Oh, this reminds me, I had a crazy dream. Oh.
UFO encounters involving the removal of eggs or sperm have been reported over the years, with witnesses often describing similar abduction experiences. What? Antonio Villas-Boas, in 1957, one of the most famous cases
Not a real person.
involving the removal of reproductive material. He was a Brazilian farmer claiming to be abducted by extraterrestrials, where he was taken aboard a UFO and was subjected to medical examinations. He then reported having sexual intercourse with a humanoid female who gestured that she would raise their offspring in space. I mean, that's just one. Yeah, I mean... Oh.
I mean, that's pretty crazy.
I mean, you can't, at this point, like, you can't say it's not possible. If there was another race out here or another species...
But there's no evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just stories.
But is that not evidence? Just because you haven't had the experience doesn't mean that someone who has is lying.
Yeah, but there's nothing that I've experienced in my entire life would give me any sort of indication to think that's true. Because
have you been to the moon?
No one's been to the moon. It's cheese moon.
It's the firmament. I don't even know where it's at. They say it's some people believe it's a reflection of the Earth.
The moon?
Yeah, we're living inside the water bubble.
Oh, we got Cal over there. I didn't know you'd be back. Come on the pod real quick. Come say hi on the podcast.
Chad, why are you wet? Oh.
They be working. Was it an arm farm?
In the garage? Oh.
Come say hi first. Chad, that means you too. Come on.
Say hello to the 30 live viewers we have. Yeah. We're on Twitch. What's up?
Thanks for showing up, Chad. What's up, brother?
What's up?
How are you doing? Good. Just we'll put the gas mask on over here.
Yeah, go ahead and save one for me.
Wait, do y'all believe in aliens? You think aliens are? All right,
Yeah,
we
so
shouldn't have asked them.
You're outvoted. Jack doesn't believe in aliens. No, because he hasn't been abducted, so he doesn't believe it. They're so small-minded. They don't want to abduct you because you're not a believer.
No, they want to abduct me because I would be the one that after I have that, I would be like screaming to the masses.
No. It's like the same way the law of attraction. People who are seeking things out will get it.
So you need to just keep dreaming about your humanoid sexual fantasy, and you can impregnate an alien. Why is it always sexual?
Because is that not the divinity of life?
Oh my god! When you're raped by an alien on the ship.
I mean, it's the beginning of life.
So this conversation is over. I don't know where to go from it. But I did have a crazy dream.
Let's hear it.
So this was the other night. I was dreaming. And I don't really remember much of the dream, but this is the part I do remember. So I ran up on like 5 big ass bald eagles.
What?
Like really big. And one of them flew over my head and pooped on my head. 5 bald eagles flew over me and one pooped on my head.
What do you believe the significance of that is?
When they say it's good luck to get pooped on by a bird in a lot of cultures.
No, they don't.
And
they don't.
In my culture, I believe that. And since it was a bald eagle, I feel like that's even more good luck. And there's something about like the eagle being, independent, sovereign eagle, like it's on its own, it's independent. It's kind of watching over everyone. So I feel like that's just like telling me that there's bigger things over watching me. And then that gave me good luck. Dropped in a deuce on my head. But isn't that a crazy dream?
Yeah, it is weird.
I like woke up and I wrote it down because I was like, I got to remember this dream.
Where were you at when it happened?
Well, I don't remember anything else.
You just remember getting shit on by a bird. How do you know it was an eagle?
Because I remember seeing it, and I remember seeing like the colors of the eagle's feathers. And
what colors were it?
Red.
It was a cardinal.
White and black.
What color is its beak?
It's yellow.
Okay, just making sure.
I mean, it wasn't like...
Wasn't a pigeon.
But they were big. Yeah, it was weird.
Have you ever seen a bald eagle before? And like outside of a zoo?
I saw an eagle in Colorado, pretty sure. But it might not have been a bald eagle.
Mm.
Have you?
Yeah, I saw one at this like nature reserve park in Tennessee.
Really?
And there's a lot of bird watchers out there. A lot of really interesting birds, but it was literally across. I have videos and pictures on my phone, but it was across the lake. In like the tallest tree, there was the eagle's nest. Wow. And you could see it from a distance. And if you like zoomed in on the way, and then people had binoculars and stuff, and then it flew away. The eagles are badass, but I think an underrated bird is the owl. They can
Very
see
underrated.
over like a mile long.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when
owls
they're and they can like rotate their heads like all the way around.
they're pretty freaky, actually.
Yeah.
if you
But
think
they
about
and they're
nocturnal.
carnivores too.
Really?
Yeah. I was watching this video on like Planet Earth or something, and it was this eagle in the snow, and they were showing like this mouse that was like getting underneath the ice. It was like snowing. And so it's like this owl that's like hanging on this branch just looking around, and it can hear this. It can see the mouse
Wow.
from like so far away. And then the mouse like burrows itself underneath the ice.
I might have
And then
seen
he
this.
he pretty much like turns his eyes off and then turns his ears on and can hear it like, and then just, it's like a stealth bomber. And it goes and just picks it up, literally. It knows
Yeah.
exactly where it's at.
That's crazy. You said cardinal earlier. I've been really thinking about cardinals. You know, I got a lot of birds tattooed on me. Got an eagle, got an owl, got a pelican. I think I want to get a cardinal.
Why?
I think a cardinal represents like the being a leader, and then the color of it, cardinal red. To me, it's like leadership. It's love, like the red color. I don't know. I like it.
Mm.
We'll see. I've been wanting to meet with my tattoo artist, but shit, you know, it's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So, anyways, there was another thing I wrote on my notes. Do you remember what I said? There's a couple of things I had.
Bill Belichick and Jordan
dude.
Hudson.
I watched a documentary on them.
There's a documentary about them.
There's a new documentary that details their relationship. And first of all, what is your take on Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson?
I think it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird. I think a lot of people that I've talked to about this will say that, you know, Bill's the weirdo for dating someone so much younger. I'm going to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, and I think it's more so on Jordan Hudson as the weirdo. I think for kind of preying on an old man and then using him to inflate herself.
Yeah.
Because she's younger than us. I think she's 25 or 26.
I think she's younger. 24.
And he's 73, 74.
Something
you know,
like
so nearly a 50-year age gap.
Dude.
Like such a infamous coaching career, and, you know, his personality is very, you know, he's not the energetic guy. He's stoic and kind of grumpy and
Like, no excuses. It was crazy because they went through and contrasted how he's changed.
yeah.
Being the Hall of Fame coach, where it's like no excuses,
Yeah.
discipline, on time.
But you also didn't know anything about him. You know, he didn't share his personal life.
Yeah.
And it's like you would only know him as a New England coach, and that was it. And now he's showing up to her adult cheerleading competitions. And
well, dude, they showed it. And so he was at her beauty show or whatever, sitting on the front row next to her dad, who is like 40. And he's 30 years older than her dad.
yeah.
And the dad's sitting there next to the 72-year-old Bill Belichick, who's dating his daughter. Dude,
Yeah.
it ain't right. And also, I agree with you. She isn't, you know, innocent here.
No.
She's not the victim because she is. They showed a clip of her. We all know the clip of her at that CBS interview.
Yeah, where she's like lurking in the back, and
Yeah,
she's
she's
like,
like,
we're not going to answer that.
How'd you guys meet? We're not talking about that. And
Yeah.
it's like, what? And so they showed a clip of her. Bill was doing like Monday Night Football with Peyton Manning or whatever, and he had like a bunch of stuff written on like a PowerPoint slide, and she's like telling him like, okay, there's a line that says like, keep them out of the red zone, and she's like, isn't that self-explanatory? Take that off, Bill. She's like orchestrating like what he's saying about football.
Yeah.
And she's on the North Carolina sidelines.
Yeah.
She's like kissing him on the cheek, like pulling at his his ripped
vest.
coat.
Yeah.
And it's weird. And there's like emails that there was sent out.
Yeah.
That says Jordan Hudson is allowed in all North Carolina facilities.
Yeah.
Like treat her as she works for Bill.
Yeah.
And there's an aspect of it where she is like kind of weirdly attaching her name to like his success.
Yeah.
But
it feels like more of his failure. You know, he hasn't had success since they've been dating.
Yeah, it hasn't done well for him.
Like, if anything, it's almost tarnished his
legacy.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when those players play too long, and then it's like it's like that old dog. It's like
just go away.
It's like struggling to get up and go pee, and it's starting to piss on itself. It's shitting on itself.
You see him in a Ring camera video with his shirt off.
Yeah.
In the Airbnb, taking his stuff to the car, looking like a buffoon.
Yeah, just walking in circles, and you're like, God, someone needs to put that thing down.
Yeah.
And here's what I think the reasonable, like, this could be maybe what actually is happening.
All right.
Bill Belichick is an old fart. He's rich as hell.
Yeah.
He doesn't care what people think about him.
That's true.
Like, we've all known that. Like,
he admits
literally does not care what anyone
Clearly.
thinks about him. I think it's probably changed a little bit now.
People don't like him now.
Yeah, because now his life is a lot more mainstream, and people know what he's doing, and now everyone knows who Bill Belichick's girlfriend is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they met, and they know it's weird with the age difference, and they know it could be labeled as predatory, even though it's strictly legal.
Yeah,
right?
Consensual.
And he found a hot girl.
Yeah.
And she may like his personality. She obviously doesn't like his body. He's got bigger tits than she does.
Yeah.
And it's just like, maybe that's just all that it is.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, but...
And she brings some liveliness into his life that maybe he hasn't had. And he's like, you know, my NFL coaching is done. You know, want to maybe enjoy things a little bit more. And
yeah. You know, I kind of see what you're saying there. But it does just rub me the wrong way at the end of the day. But turn it down.
Yeah, we got some people who can't live without technology over here. Turn on the TV outside. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day,
see these people.
Yeah, the Bears play a little bit too.
Mind turning that down? How about turn it off, huh? Jeez. Well, we're just catching our stride. It's been an hour. You want to come say hi? How about you come say hi? Tell us about what you think about Bill Belichick, Dad.
He did do Bill Belichick for Halloween.
That is true.
But I think there's other things. There's other popular relationships that have big age gaps. You know, I think Bill is potentially
the biggest.
Nah, well, probably not.
70 minus 23.
Yeah, but I bet you can find a bigger.
That's 50 years.
But it's legal.
So if she's 18, it would be all right too?
I mean, isn't that legal? I'm not saying
that
I
mean
agree
it's
with
right.
it, but that's your opinion.
Yeah, and we're saying our opinions. It's a podcast.
I mean, I just think you're
Do you think it's okay?
By the law.
I'm not asking about the law.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Doesn't mean that I agree with it.
You believe in aliens.
I mean, who am I to get into their relationship and say, you're a little too old for her. We're not going to allow that to happen.
Okay, so
how many people in other countries are marrying their cousins?
What if he was your dad? And
if Bill Belichick was my dad?
And he was dating a 23-year-old smoke show.
I'd say as long as I got that family trust lined up, Dad, do what you want.
Yeah. Does he have any sons? They didn't talk about it.
He does have a son. He coaches at UNC.
Okay.
Steve, maybe, I think is his name.
Yeah, because he got divorced from his wife.
Yeah.
They met on an airplane, Jordan Hudson, Bill, and
But is it weird on his part or on her part? Like, do you disagree with just the whole thing?
I think it's both parts. It's weird.
But you said it was consensual.
Yeah, it is.
So then what's the problem?
The problem is that it's...
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
If Bill Belichick wasn't 300 pounds and built like a troll and was built maybe more like a Kevin Costner, people would probably be like, oh yeah, that's it's the age is a little weird, but they look good together. That's what people would be saying. But because Bill is grouchy and fat and kind of gross looking, it's like everyone's like, ew, he's a predator. He's gross.
I don't know. I think it's just, I don't like it for the fact that it doesn't seem like a healthy relationship. Because honestly, like, is she in love with him?
I don't know.
And how's it going to end? That's the real question. How's it going to end?
Well, you'll probably be checking at a Walmart and look over and see a E-News magazine, and it's going to have a heart and then a split.
Yeah, and
big breakup.
All the Carolina players, like, they're going to be hollering at her.
Maybe. I mean,
yeah, they will.
They probably don't like her. Because I bet she's psycho. You can always tell through the eyes.
Yeah.
You see pictures with her and you're like...
Yeah, they kept showing the same picture.
She just looks a little scary.
Yeah. It's been it's probably the craziest story in sports this year. I can't really think of anything that's been crazy.
Hold on. Let me find this.
It's crazy, too, because it brings in the female fold into the sports conversation. Because everyone's got an opinion about it.
Yeah. Let me see. I can't find this. Because I thought I saw something about Michael Jordan and his girlfriend or something. How old is Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan's got a 15-year age gap. Is that not weird?
15 versus 50? Dude, come on.
I mean, if we're just going to decide on arbitrary numbers of where it gets weird, where it's normal, I mean, I think that's kind of the problem.
Well, there's generally like a progression in someone's like maturity that happens. Like 18 is a legal age, but clearly it's like they're not, I mean, all the way there. Same with 23.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I think that's also kind of a problem in our society of like the age at which we allow people to do certain things, and then ages when we allow people to not do certain things. You can go to Vanderbilt Hospital and ask for a sex transition at age 11, and they'll do it, but you can't buy alcohol.
What? Dude, that is not
Have you
true.
been under a rock the last 15 years?
Vanderbilt, is that just a random hospital you thought?
Vanderbilt was notorious for having these transition programs.
Oh, yeah, no, I've heard of that stuff. And
so they can decide that. You can have a 5-year-old say, "Mommy, I wanna wear a dress," and then the parents are like, "Yeah, you're a girl, so we're gonna go get you changed." But then that same kid or another kid who's 17 years old or 18 years old, you can send him to war, but he can't buy Fireball?
Yeah. I think you're bringing up a great point. There's really some, for the transgender stuff, that just straight up is evil. So
you can't rent a car until you're 25.
Yeah.
You can't, I think, get a hotel room
until you're
23 maybe, or 24, something like that.
21. I tried that. I'm just kidding. No, you're right. Like, there's a lot of the laws that we decide are kind of just guesses, but the fact that you can legally like kill a baby in the womb is I mean, that's some would say that is. Why is that legal to do such a thing? And encouraged sometimes, So there's like laws that don't make sense for sure. Like, if someone, molests a kid, like, and then the dad finds out and murders him in rage, like, he's going to jail.
Yeah.
But anyone with a sound mind would understand that reaction to doing something like that.
Yeah. And I think most people would support it,
And be glad that he did.
Yeah. And I think let me ask you this. What are, like, if you become president tomorrow, give me, like, 3 things that you would enact. I want them to be somewhat controversial or strict. Like 3 things that you would change with maybe our law or the way that we handle certain criminals or whatever.
3 things. You know what? Matthew McConaughey said this on Rogan, where he was talking about like the decline in the youth and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should he suggested putting the 10 Commandments in every classroom. I'm for that. So I think that would be enacted. So that's controversial.
Yeah.
Because it's religious and, to be honest, I don't really even know the 10 Commandments off the top of my head. But things like thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not steal.
Mm-hmm.
Things that literally everyone can kind of agree on.
Yeah. For a moral good.
Yeah. So I would do that. I would do no more money to what's the big one we're sending? No more money to Israel.
So, like, stop all foreign aid?
Like, getting out of the genocide of Gaza. That would be one. But, see, this is the thing. I'm not compromised by Jeffrey Epstein. Like, our government's all compromised by them. That's why we keep giving them all the concessions, in my opinion.
Okay.
And the third one, I would legalize mushrooms and DMT and like ibogaine, a lot of stuff that is helping people that people have to go outside the country to do.
Stem cells, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that for sure. So.
Okay.
What about
kind
you?
of an underwhelming list.
All right. What would you do?
Death penalty enacted immediately for
That's not a good
rapists, child molesters. Oh, it's not a good thing? You don't think people like that should be put to death?
First of all, sometimes you can't really be 100% certain of something.
Yeah.
And also, too, like, having them suffer for the rest of their life. That'd probably be worse.
But we got to pay for that. We got to get rid of that stuff.
Well, what do you think's... Okay, so you just take them off. Take them out.
Kill them.
All
Make
right.
an example.
Okay.
And so people know, and I learned this... I've heard this conversation initially from Andy Frisella.
Okay.
Because he lives in St. Louis. Andy Frisella's a billionaire. This guy is fucking
Really?
Yes. He was just with Dana White this week. They were doing like a car meetup in Vegas.
Wow.
Like a 7-Eleven. Yeah. Andy Frisella is fucking loaded.
Cool.
Rags to riches. Broke, grinded, fat, and now he's this big dude, hard 75, all that stuff.
I've seen him. Yeah, he's intense.
Super patriotic, nationalist, and I love all that.
Okay, so that's one.
Yeah.
Death penalty enacted.
Yep.
For murder, rape? Stealing?
For murder.
Aggravated assault. Like you hold up a lady for a purse with a gun.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
Okay. What if he was trying to get money to feed his kid?
You're done.
So the kid's going to starve
to the gulag. No, so you're going to point a gun in an old lady's head for her purse?
I'm not. I'm just... I want to know how you're coming up with this.
No, I appreciate the rebuttal. I think kind of what you were talking about with the Ten Commandments, moral good. I think we as a people can decide on moral goodness and the opposite of that. And we can see that play out through crime and through action. And I think, like, it wouldn't be a blind, okay, you assaulted this person, you're going to jail. Like, we do have to look at these things contextually. But it's kind of the same way of, like, being judged by your peers in a court of law. I think the same thing should apply here.
So, you don't want to get rid of the legal system.
No, it's not the purge, but I do think it would be a moral good that there are probably a few 100,000 people in our country that we would be a lot better off without. Yeah. That's just the truth. Okay. Career offenders, people who just, they hurt others. They don't provide anything good to our society nor world. Sorry, it's either me or you, you're gone. That's kind of how I feel. And I'm more of an eye for an eye at this point. Okay?
Got it.
So that's rule number 1.
Okay.
Rule
Definitely
number
not
2.
Getting elected. Go ahead.
Rule number 2, I think, would be...
burn all the books.
Yeah, burn everything I don't agree with. I think we need to restore the patriotism and nationality of the United States, and I think everything with the illegal immigration that Trump has been working on, I'm very in favor of. But I do think there should be a penalty for the people who actively root for the demise of the United States. So not, I don't want to call them a political enemy, but more of a foreign enemy, like the people that do come here to the States and then burn American flags. You're gone.
So you're deported if you burn an American flag.
Yeah, we'll send you elsewhere. And PBD talked about that that's a little bit, where he's like, I will pay for you to go where do you want to go?
Yeah.
Oh, we're living in a fascist state. Okay, well, I'm going to go to a socialist country. Okay, pick which one you want to go. El Salvador? That's not, well, you named it, so
it's not.
I'll pay for you to go there.
Socialism I like.
Yeah, I'll pay for you to go there.
It hasn't been done right.
So those people, get them out.
Yeah.
Antifa, get them out.
So this kind of encroaches on the First Amendment. If you can't criticize the government, the officials, or they'll kick you out, then that essentially would seem like making people afraid to criticize and self-censoring themselves.
I think you're confusing maybe First Amendment to domestic terrorism. Like Antifa is labeled a domestic terrorist group. So those people don't get the same type of protection for when they're doing what they're doing versus someone who is tweeting about, man, I really don't like our country and I don't like President Trump. We need the healthy discourse there, but the ones who are, Chad in Portland, Oregon, tell me those people deserve a second chance to live in this world like that? No. Get them out of the country, man.
I disagree with that because I just feel like it's a slippery slope on who's going to decide what's domestic terrorism at this point. It's clear when it seems
if the government's already decided it.
The government could change their definitions.
So what are you what are you arguing against?
I'm just saying we have to be able to let people express their opinion no matter what.
I agree with that. But I also think if someone says death to America, they don't deserve to be in America.
But
if you want to leave, we'll get you out.
So there's just a couple things that you're going to label, if you say these words, you're gone. It's hard to...
It is hard.
To think about.
And these are why these are hypotheticals. I mean, these things don't exist right now.
That's very, very true. So, all right. Anyways, go on to your third point.
I think my third one would be...
Your third enactment.
Incentivize. I would financially incentivize people to be healthy.
I like that.
I would pay for gym memberships. I would I would partner with Brigham Bueller and Ways to Well, and I would get every citizen who wants to get into this program.
Yeah.
If you're going to get biannual blood work done and you get a gym membership and you do these things, I'm getting criticized over here. You're gonna get.
I like this.
You're gonna get an incentive.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a tax deduction.
Because then you create better people.
Exactly. Every statistic and every study done supports that exercise, sunlight, good food, good hydration, good sleep will lead to overall mortality. Okay, so we all know in longevity, we know those things to be true. So as a country, when we look at our medical system and chronic illness, which is the number one driver of medical debt, chronic illness, and one of our biggest expenses, like, let's get rid of that.
And incentivize people by paying for their gym membership, giving them some money to pay for good food.
Good healthy programs and I think that starts with cleansing out some of the grocery stores. And
I would kind of be for that. Like, let's low-key, like, all the stuff that is, like, maybe, like, kind of toxic for you, but it's not going to kill you outright, like Red 40 and all that crap.
Yeah.
I'm for eliminating all that crap.
Well, okay, and this, you're kind of contradicting yourself. Contradicting yourself to the last rule that I had. But what if I want to drink a Dr. Pepper? You're going to take that away from me?
Not in this country.
I don't think it should be a full removal, but I think if people understand that there's an incentive to not do that thing, they're probably going to do it. Like Santa Cruz Medical, he'll go outside of Crumble Cookie and pay people $100 not to get Crumble Cookie.
They just order it online from there.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Put on a disguise. But I think that would be like a great thing to do for the overall well-being of our country. And this happens in other countries too, like in China and Japan. People are fat shamed. Like, it's like disrespect to the people you live with in your community to be filled with gluttony and laziness, sloth,
exactly.
The deadly sins, right?
I agree. Yeah, I feel like that's a huge one, and I'm for that, to be honest. I like that, incentivizing people to do better.
Because when you're healthier, you're going to reproduce.
You're going to think clearly.
Yeah, you're going to perform better.
Yep.
You're not going to litter. You're going to walk around more.
The medical system, too.
Yeah.
You're not going to be in chronic pain and all that stuff you said.
Yeah.
Having to go.
I have another last rule.
All right.
People who litter and dump trash into nature.
Done. Executed.
You're done. Like, you were fucking done.
Executed in the town square.
Like, I'm chopping a hand off. Like, that is one thing. There's a lot of things that bother me. That is one thing that really will get my blood boiling, is watching people litter and seeing trash in fields and in forests in the woods. That stuff really bothers me.
It's like, so your mom's just going to come pick that up for you?
Yeah.
I think the punishment for that should be like, you get caught littering, you got to wear like a huge sign around your neck that says, I littered, I don't care about the place I live, or something like that. And then they have to do those highway pickups. They got to clean up a lot more than they. If you would have just cleaned up your Gatorade bottle you finished, you'd be fine. But now you got to clean up all the shit along the highways. You clean up a river for,
Yeah.
with all the buddies that you litter with.
Yeah.
And
then send them to India.
Yeah, you like littering so much.
Yeah, go live
litter capital of the world.
Go live in dumpster world.
I feel like we could make some change here in this country.
I mean,
we got to release that files first.
I think everything that I said sounds really controversial, but I would bet 25% of the people in this country would agree with what I say. Maybe more, probably more, I think.
I think the free speech part is the part where you're going to lose a lot of people.
Yeah, and we don't have enough time to sit down and write out all the scenarios of what is good and what is bad, but
yeah,
like, I think most people can agree, if you're in this country and you're cheering against this country, we're going to pay for you to get out.
What if the country turns into like a communist country? It's like, if you cheer against communism, then you're out.
Well,
or what if it turns into Nazi Germany?
I mean, if you go just playing what ifs.
This is a scenario.
I mean, what if a meteor hits?
This is the argument.
I mean, I don't understand. Like,
what I'm saying is that if you create a rule that says, okay, so if you criticize the government, you say you hate this
no,
place.
I never said criticize the government.
What'd you say? I hate America?
I said actively cheering against.
Cal is...
Yeah. They want America to die. They don't care about
We got
this
the
country.
peanut gallery over here listening in, but they don't want to tell us their opinion.
Yeah.
Well, we've probably been going a little over an hour and a half, to be honest.
Good stopping point.
It's a good stopping point.
Good thoughts to consider.
It's a good podcast.
If you were to become president, listeners out there, well, first of all, hit us with a subscribe and like. That's how we keep the show free. We're trying to grow.
Yep. We're sponsored by Pixatine.
Yeah.
Nicotine toothpicks, 3 milligrams, cool ice,
Yeah.
cinnamon, whatever you need.
Wish we
Easy.
were sponsored by First Form and Andy Frizella. Hope he'll
Said
hear this
energy
one
drinks.
day. Yeah, like the fitness company.
Yeah.
Their energy drinks, not a fan.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really like them that much.
Dude, I had been drinking Gorilla Mines energy drinks.
Yeah.
Flavor really matters.
Did you see his... You're not on Instagram anymore, are you?
No.
Derek posted a picture. He is shredded.
His
he
shoulders
kinda
are...
He looks kind of like with his shirt on.
medicine balls.
Like he doesn't look like...
Yeah, really.
Big.
Wonder...
Look at this.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably like 7% body fat, 6% body fat.
Yeah. He's killing the game.
All right.
Good episode.